So good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. And the aim today is to introduce you to the e-resources available to you that has been provided by the college. And there's a host of resources, and I'll try and demonstrate a few to you after showing you how to access them both on-site and off-campus. Let me quickly share my screen. So there you are, the launch of GCPS's electronic resources. What are we going to look at today? I'll briefly talk about what e-resources are, just to remind us of what they are, and then how you can access them from where you are as members, fellows, staff of GCPS, and there'll be some demonstration of a few of the resources. The electronic resources, mostly internet-based. In fact, I would say they are all internet-based. They contain online content for teaching, learning, research, and clinical practice also. They are databases, and they have different information sources. They have books, journals, reviews, clinical trials, and in some cases, clinical answers, reports, and conference proceedings. You might find other resources that are useful that I may not have mentioned. Now, how do you access them? You can access them while you are in the college. That is the on-site access. And while you are away from the college, that is off-campus access or remote access. And we'll see how we'll be able to do that in a bit. So that's what you do. You go to the website and you do the following. But I'll stop at this point and take us through how that is done. So let me quickly stop this sharing and then go to the college website. Let me just now. Here's the college's website, and there are two ways you can access the resources. One is to go directly to the library resources, and the second is to just click on resources, then go to educational resources, and then click on library. Whichever way you do it, to take you to the same end. So let's just first do this one, going through the resources, educational resources, and the library. So this page appears. Now I'm going to go back and show us the access through just clicking on the library resources. So there you are, the library resources are up here. The tab is up here. So when you click on it, it takes you directly to this page. So we're going to do a lot from this page. So the page that opens up is the on-site access. This is the page that you need when you are accessing any of these resources at the college. And you realize to your left that there are databases have been categorized. You have the free and open access databases and journals listed here. Then you have journal databases. So these are journal databases from different sources, not necessarily free and open. Then we have the Biomed Central Open Access journals right here. Each of them is open access. We'll be looking at a few in a bit. Then we have the reference sources. Reference sources are sources that you don't necessarily have to read from cover to cover, but you can come to them for pieces of information like encyclopedia, dictionaries, and so on. So we'll see what these ones contain. Then we have the research for live databases. Over here is Hinari, which is a useful resource for all of you, and I'm sure you have been using Hinari. However, at this point, it's difficult for us to access Hinari. There are a few issues with it. So as soon as the issues are sorted out, we'll come back and do a recording of the rich Hinari resource and how it can benefit you as a practitioner, as a researcher, as a fellow, as a member, as a resident. So we'll be coming again and present you with a recording on Hinari to show you how you can exploit it to benefit you very well. So then, so that's it for the on-campus resource. Since I'm off-campus, I'll not be able to access it, but clicking on each of these lists of resources should open up a page for you so that you can read and see what is in there at the campus. So now, having talked about on-site, on this page, you see a link of campus access. This takes you a list of e-resources when you are using an e-resource off campus. So this is the login page. You'll be required to log in because these are resources that have been paid for and are meant for the use of the members and fellows, residents, staff of the college. So then you log in by using your email address and a password, which will be generated for you by the head of IT. So then this is my login credentials. So I just log in. So logging in presents a list of the resources. Now I can click on these and show you, demonstrate a few of them. So these are free and open access databases and journals. I'd like to click on directory of open access journals. So this is the directory of open access journals. And the directory of open access journals has articles, journals that are all open access. That means everything there is full text. Everything there is full text. So you have them, you have about 80 languages, 18,945 journals, almost 19,000 journals, and over 8 million article records, and all these are full text. And it's interesting for you to see that we have journals here that don't charge article processing charges. So you might want to consider some of these journals as you do your research and publish, because you won't need to pay anything publishing your articles. So, so you may search for journals, okay? Or you may search for articles. So be careful of what you select when you come here. Because if you select journals and you want articles, you might not get any results. Let me just quickly look for, let's say, journals. Let me look for malaria and vaccines, for example, and see if there's any journal that comes up. So the result we get is 0 index journals. That means there's no journal with this title. So it's important that when we are searching the directory of open access journals, we are careful what we select. I'm going back to the home page of BOAJ. Then now I select articles. Then I click on search. And I get 1,040 articles, which means that these are articles that have something about malaria and vaccines in them. But when you look to your left, you realize that you can further narrow your search. You can determine which subject area you want to narrow your search to. In this case, I'll select medicine. So I'm selecting medicine. So there are 875 index articles on malaria and vaccines related to the discipline medicine. So at this point, we can now take our time and look through these. And please note that each of these is a full text. Okay, so assuming I'm interested in tropical diseases, travel medicine, and vaccines, I can read it online. Okay, so, or I can just click on the abstract to find out more about this article. And if I'm interested in it, I just click on it, click on read online. We need to click on read online to get access to the full text. As soon as I click on read online, I select download PDF, open access. The PDF is downloaded. Downloading the PDF, you soon see it. So over here, you can actually click on any of these. You can decide that you're only interested in the discussion, then go straight to the discussion. That's the discussion there. Or you're only interested in the list of references. So I click on the list of references that we use. Or the conclusions. So these are all links. And this you have to do while online. This you have to do while online. And the methods are right there. So you actually don't need to read it from beginning to end. While online, you can select what you are interested in to read. So now our article has downloaded. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that's the article, the full text. You can save it, and save it by coming here. That's it. And then you can save it, name it, and then save it. Okay. That's the full text article. Everything is right here. And it's something you are interested in. It's a Biomed Central article. And save it and use it later. Okay. So we'll go back to our list of resources and then explore another resource. Let's take the Journal of Pregnancy, for example. So this is not a database, it's a journal. It's a journal. So there it is. And then it tells you a bit about the journal, in the journal metrics, the acceptance rate, the site score, and so on. The impact factor is not there. Just to know more about it. And these are the latest articles that you can find in the journal. Again, clicking on this, for example, should provide the full text article. Depending on the speed of your internet, it might download fast or slow, but whatever it is, it will eventually download. So that's it, it's downloading. We'll come back to it. So everything here should provide you with full text, everything under the free and open access databases and journals. Let's go on now to the next category. The next category is the journal databases, So let's go to a multidisciplinary database like Cambridge University Journals. And let's see if that's useful for medicine at all. We're going to download it. The off-campus tends to take a bit longer than on-campus. This is the Cambridge Core Journals. Cambridge Core Journals. What it looks like. You can browse by subject. And I would advise you to do that just to satisfy yourself that medicine is indeed part of this resource. So when you come here, you can just scroll through and see if you can find anything here related to that you might find related to medicine. Let's just go through. We have life sciences, we have literature, mathematics, and there is medicine. I've alphabetically arranged. So we click on medicine. So what you see is the list of journals available. Explore medicine journals right here. So let's say we are interested in Canadian Journal of Neurological Sciences. I click on that. There it is. There it is displayed. So you can search within the Canadian Journal of Neurological Sciences, or you can just quickly scroll through the articles. The articles are displayed. Here's one article. Let's open it and see. There you are. I provide you with an abstract. So not everything here is potent, but it gives you an idea of what is available. At least you can read the abstracts, have an idea of what has been done. So we'll go to another resource. Let's look at the Cochrane Library. That is completely medical. Let's look at the Cochrane Library and what we can get from the Cochrane Library. The Cochrane Library actually consists of different databases. We've seen that in a bit. Find the clinical trials. So right here, you click on this, just know what's available in here. Have here about Cochrane Library. Let's just quickly go there for us to see what is here. A library of different databases. So you have here the databases available from the Cochrane Library. You have the Cochrane database of systematic reviews. So you can get systematic reviews from the Cochrane Library. The Central Register of Controlled Trials. So over here also, you can get controlled trials. Then you can get clinical answers. So according to the Cochrane, people who put the Cochrane Library together, the clinical answers are evidence-based responses that can help you at the point of care of decision-making. So you might want to try this out. I'm sure many of us are already using the Cochrane Library for different things. So to search, you can browse it by coming here, browse it, find what they have in here. You can browse by topic, that the different topics available. Let's just select one. Let's go to blood disorders. Then let's see what is there about blood disorders. That's what we have about blood disorders by topic. You can just click this, or you can just look at the preview and a bit about it and search. So this is from the systematic review. So these are all systematic reviews. So you see here, show PICOs. That's what it's here. Okay, the different things that were searched for. Come up with this. So we're looking at to come up with this review. So that's it for the browsing. That's it for browsing. You can browse any subjects you want. Before I even leave this page, you can see here protocols, the protocols on this, on that blood disorders in Cochrane topics. There are 37 protocols. Then you have your trials, no editorials, no special collections, and you have 81 clinical answers and go directly to by clicking on it. These are the 81 down. So the ribbon at the top shows us where the results are from. You can even click on this to see what more there is. Doesn't appear to me. So that's it. So this is it for blood disorders and what you can get from the Cochrane reviews, the Cochrane protocols, and then the clinical answers. You can also search directly. And you can search by Cochrane topic, title, abstract, or keyword. Maybe we should search for, let's see if there's anything on nervous system. Let's see what there may be on that. That disorders has come up again. Let's take that off. Brain. So these are suggested topics in there. So I can just click on one. Let's say brain abscess, and then search. So that's, if you want to look up a topic, you can just come and search for a topic. So this is what comes up. There are 3 Cochrane reviews, 47 trials, and then no clinical answers. So that's what you get for brain abscess. So clicking on this should bring up the trials. There you are, the 47 trials. 47 trials matching brain abscess in title, abstract, and key. That's listed here. That's about Cochrane Library. The next database that we'll be looking at is another multidisciplinary resource, which I'll call the Ebscohost resource. Let's look at that. Again, depending on your internet, it might take a while for the page to download. That's the search page for the Ebscohost. So this one, it searches Medline with full text directly, but you can come here and see what other databases are available for you to search. That the database is available, but at this point, we just stick with Medline with full text. Maybe let's see what there is in malaria, on malaria in here. So then you have a list that you may choose from. Let me select malaria in Africa. Search. There you are. A list of results. Then you see the number up here, 6,291 results on malaria in Africa. Over here to your left, you can refine your search further. You can decide that you don't want results from 1951. You can change that to 2000 so that you may have more current results. That's, we select that, 1,000, 1,000. It's updating, the results update. Instead of 1951 to date, we have 1,000 to 2020. This is what we get. It's reduced to 6,160. Again, you can limit your search to the particular database you want. So maybe we just limit it to the type of sources you want, sorry. So you have 11 reviews here, but we limit it to academic journals. They're not interested in news or magazines or trade publications. Our interest is in academic journals. So I just click on that also. So now we have academic journals on the topic malaria in Africa from the period 2000 to 2023. And that brings us 4,675 results. Anytime you see this, it means you can get full text. Quite a bit of full text here. All this is full text. 6 decades of malaria vector control in Southern Africa. If you are interested in this, you can open it and read it online, or you can just download it. Download the PDF, consult it later. That's it for Ebscohost. The next multidisciplinary database I'd like us to look at is Taylor and Francis. So let me just quickly go to the list again. And then remember, it's alphabetically arranged. So these are available right here. So I go down to Taylor and Francis. URST. So Taylor and Francis is right here. There's Taylor and Francis. You can browse to see if indeed medicine is covered in this resource. It's a database of peer-reviewed journals and articles. So you come to find a journal. When you click on this, you have the option to browse by subject. Browse by subject. I'm doing all this to help you see that although the databases are multidisciplinary, there's very relevant information there for your discipline. So this is subject. We have humanities. Then we have medicine, dentistry, nursing, and allied health. So we click on that. Then we select medicine. We have 343 journals, medicine. So we just click on that. And then journals are displayed. So these are the journals. You can just scroll through, see anything of interest, and just click on it. Let's say adolescent health, medicine and therapeutics. That open access journal. We click on it. Then open access means you can get the full text. When it opens up, everything there is full text. And this is from Taylor and Francis. You can search within the journal for whatever you want. And search within. Let's see if we can get anything on anorexia. Whether there's nothing on anorexia. Other things, you might find other things that have been covered in this journal. There's nothing on anorexia. Okay, so the next one we'll be looking at is age journals. Age journals. Click on that. Unfortunately, we need to correct this. That's in Canvas. Then let me go to the next one, Wiley Online Library. widely. So we'll correct this in a bit so that you'll be able to access the resources in there. So this is a bit about what is available for you. You have the Oxford Journal, it's also multidisciplinary. Again, you can go there. It's opening, it takes a while. There you are, Oxford Academic. Then you can browse by subject. You have medicine and health right here. Then all the aspects of medicine and health you can think of. Let's look at ophthalmology. Here are some results on ophthalmology, but these are parts telling you what is available. But unfortunately, they are not free to use. Not free to use. So let's explore the journals. Those are the journals. You have open access journals in here. That they have over 500 academic journals. You can actually enter your search term here. Search the journals. Or you can just, again, come here and look at the subject area. So let's just look, let's see what journals are available in psychiatry. We have child and adolescent psychiatry. You just click. Again, a lot depends on the speed of the internet, but the results will eventually be displayed. So there you are. The first one speaks schizophrenia bulletin. This is schizophrenia bulletin open. That's also available. And this isn't. Once you get access, it means that it's not really available. Let's look at this, a prospective cohort study on there. Let's just click it and see it. There you are. The PDF is right here. Each time you see the PDF icon, it means that you can download the article and download the article. There you are. Just download it. Just click on it. Okay. The PDF will eventually show up. There it is. There you are. That's the PDF. So you can just save it and then come and consult it later. That's steady. So we are coming to the end of our presentation. Just to let you know that all these databases are available to you, and the principles for searching or looking for information is not different. And you have your Biomed Central Open Access Journals, which I'm sure many of us are familiar with. Let's just click on one of them. Cardiovascular diabetology. Let's just click on that. There you are. This is the cardiovascular diabetology. It tells you a bit about the journal. Then it displays the article. So there's so much more you can find when you come to this website. These are the recent ones. Then you can click on the most accessed. These are the most accessed. Let's see, you can also access this one. There you are. Then download PDF. If you are interested, you can just go ahead and download it. Then save it. Well, so these are the resources that are available to you at the college. And as I said, you can access them on site and off campus. And this is H for the off campus sites. And each of these will lead you to some great information. So I wish you all the best as you explore these resources and enhance your clinical practice or your learning, your research, your teaching, and your continuing professional development. All the best as you explore these resources. Thank you.